Hello and welcome to History of the Day series of Triumph IAS. Let's start from the important events of the day of 31st March. Number 1. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, champion of social justice. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna on 31st March 1990. He was a distinguished Indian jurist, economist, and social reformer who played a crucial role in drafting India's constitution and fighting for the rights of the Dalits, formerly known as untouchables. Dr. Ambedkar is widely regarded as the father of the Indian constitution and is remembered as one of the most important figures in India's struggle for social justice and equality. Dr. Ambedkar was born on 14 April 1891 in the town of Mho in Madhya Pradesh, India. He belonged to the Dalit community, which was considered to be at the bottom of the Hindu caste system and faced severe social discrimination and oppression. Despite facing numerous obstacles due to his background, Dr. Ambedkar received a formal education and went on to become a prolific scholar and social reformer. He studied law and economics at universities in India and abroad, and his academic achievements earned him several prestigious scholarships and awards. Dr. Ambedkar's most significant contribution was his role in drafting the Indian Constitution. As the chairman of the drafting committee, he played a crucial role in formulating the principles and values that would guide India's political and social systems. He also fought tirelessly for the rights of the Dalits and other marginalized communities, and his efforts led to the inclusion of affirmative action policies and other measures to promote social justice and equality in the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar was also a prolific writer and thinker, and his works continue to influence Indian society and politics today. He wrote extensively on topics such as caste, religion, and democracy, and his ideas on social justice and equality continue to inspire social movements and political activism in India. In recognition of his contributions to Indian society, Dr. Ambedkar was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, on 31st March 1990. Today, he is remembered as one of the most important figures in India's struggle for social justice and equality, and his legacy continues to inspire generations of Indians to fight for a more just and equitable society. Number 2. Dalai Lama's Perilous Journey to India. On 31st March 1959, the 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, along with a group of 20 followers, reached the border of India after a perilous journey fleeing Tibet. The Dalai Lama had been forced to flee his homeland due to increasing political tensions with the Chinese government, which had annexed Tibet in 1951. On 10 March 1959, the Chinese military had launched a brutal crackdown on a Tibetan uprising in Lhasa, which was led by supporters of the Dalai Lama. Fearing for his life, the Dalai Lama and his followers decided to flee Tibet and seek asylum in India. The journey from Lhasa to India was treacherous and involved crossing the Himalayas on foot, a journey that took nearly 2 weeks. The group faced extreme weather conditions and the threat of being captured by Chinese troops, but they managed to make it to safety in India. The Indian government welcomed the Dalai Lama and his followers and granted them asylum. The Dalai Lama established a government in exile in the Indian town of Dharmshala and has since worked to promote the cause of Tibetan independence and cultural preservation. Today, the Dalai Lama is widely regarded as a symbol of peace and compassion, and his teachings on Buddhism and nonviolence have inspired millions of people around the world. His flight from Tibet and subsequent exile in India remains a significant event in the history of Tibet and China, and a symbol of the struggle for human rights and freedom. Number 3. Designing India's National Flag. On 31st March 1921, the All India Congress Committee, AICC, held a session in Vijayawada, where a draft design of the Indian national flag was submitted to Mahatma Gandhi. The session was presided over by Gandhi at the Victoria Museum. The design of the flag was based on the Swaraj flag, which had been used by the Congress during the Indian independence movement. The Swaraj flag featured two colors, red and green, with a spinning wheel in the center. The spinning wheel represented India's economic progress and was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's emphasis on self-reliance and economic independence. The design submitted to Gandhi at the Vijayawada session featured three colors, saffron, white, and green, with the spinning wheel in the center. The saffron color represented courage and sacrifice, the white color represented purity and truth, and the green color represented faith and fertility. The flag served as the official flag of the Indian National Congress for several years before it was modified to include a navy blue Ashoka Chakra in the center. The Ashoka Chakra, which is a symbol of the ancient Mauryan Empire, represents the eternal wheel of law and was chosen as a symbol of India's rich cultural heritage. The modified flag was adopted as the national flag of India on 22 July 1947, just a month before India gained independence from British rule. The Indian national flag remains a powerful symbol of India's rich history, culture, and struggle for independence. Number 4. Remembering Isaac Newton's scientific legacy. Sir Isaac Newton, one of the greatest physicists and mathematicians in history, died on 31 March 1727 in Kensington, Middlesex, England at the age of 84. Newton is widely regarded as one of the most influential scientists of all time, and his contributions to the fields of physics and mathematics have had a profound impact on our understanding of the natural world. He is best known for his laws of motion and his law of universal gravitation, which explain the behavior of objects in motion and the forces that govern them. In addition to his work in physics and mathematics, Newton was also an accomplished astronomer, and he made important contributions to the study of optics and the nature of light. His groundbreaking book, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy, first published in 1687, laid the foundations for modern physics and is considered one of the most important works in the history of science. Newton's legacy continues to inspire scientists and researchers around the world, and his work remains a testament to the power of human curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. Number 5. Establishment of India's Postal Service. On 31 March 1774, the first post office in India was established by the East India Company in Calcutta. This marked the beginning of the postal service in India, which has since grown to become one of the largest postal networks in the world. The establishment of the post office was a significant development in India's history, as it allowed for faster and more efficient communication between different parts of the country. In the early days, the postal service was used primarily by the British administration and traders, but it quickly became an essential service for the general public as well. Over the years, the Indian Postal Service has grown to include a wide range of services, including domestic and international mail delivery, courier services, and money transfer services. The Postal Service has played an important role in connecting people across India and has helped to facilitate trade and commerce in the country. Today, the Indian Postal Service operates more than 154,000 post offices across the country and delivers over 20 billion pieces of mail every year. The Postal Service continues to be an important part of India's infrastructure, providing essential services to millions of people every day.